Hey guys, you're watching a Starcraft 2 co-op mission. I am CTG, and this time I'll be playing as Raynor. The map will be Dead of Night. So whenever I play as Raynor, I usually go for tanks, but
Not enough
I wonder if Bio will work just as effectively. Let's go for Bio this game, actually.
Listen up, commanders. We've got a serious
So in the
level
first part of the game,
infestation
we're just gonna mass, or we're just gonna try to saturate as fast as
These
possible,
monsters are dangerous at night.
and we're gonna try for a
Burn up
command
during
center
the day.
first,
That's when we'll torch the infested structures.
just so I can get my economy going faster. Now on Dead of Night, of course, the objective is that we need to clear all the buildings around and prevent the infested that will come later on at night from destroying all our buildings. If you're new, you can look at the top right corner of the screen. There's a timer there that shows how long before the day ends and the night begins, and later on at night it will show how long before day begins.
Our allies are being attacked.
Oh, so it looks like the enemy is Protoss. That's good. That means we will not have nukes later. If the enemy is Terran, they will have nukes every game after the third night. And I hope we don't actually take that long.
Our allies are being attacked.
So yes, the reason I'm building a command center fast is that the extra command center will give me extra SCVs to mine faster.
Our
Looks like we
allies
can
are
find
being
additional
Also,
structures here.
the extra orbitals that I get from upgrading these command centers will provide extra minerals for my army and mine faster. Some people don't understand why I need more than 2 orbitals as Raynor. Yeah, the reason is the mules, each mule mines 270 minerals throughout its span, and each mule lasts for 90 seconds,
We're
so
almost out of daylight.
if
Once
you
the
imagine,
sun sets,
the cost
infested will
of
come
an orbital
knocking on our
command
door.
is 550 minerals, considering 400 for the command center,
not enough
and 150
Our
to
allies
upgrade.
are being attacked.
So that means when you do the math,
Minerals.
each orbital command can be recovered in 3 minutes if you use the mules properly. However, you don't want to get too many,
The last of the
because if you
sunlight.
mass
Our
orbitals,
defenses have to hold until the
you
night is over.
won't actually be that helpful, and you only really need
Our allies
unusual
are being
maps,
attacked.
six orbitals to completely mine out the base by the time the map ends.
Banshee airstrike ready for deployment.
So if you make something like
Allies are being attacked.
10 orbitals, 12 orbitals,
Look out for those hunter
you'll
things.
mine
They're fast,
just the
and
same
boy, can
amount
they
of minerals. However, you won't have just as much army as you could have otherwise gotten. So it's a balancing act. But you definitely need the extra orbitals as Raynor, because that's where he gets his power.
Add-on. Our
So as you can
SCVs
see, I'm
are
just
under attack.
producing SCVs off all my orbitals. Oh,
Hyperion
Okay, should be an
allies
orbital.
deployment attack.
yeah, rule number 1 is Raynor. Whenever you finish a command center, you should always immediately upgrade it to an orbital command. And that one SCV right there was a mistake. I should have gotten an orbital command first. Okay, so I'm gonna go for fire bats this game rather than siege tanks.
Command center upgrade.
Not because fire bats are better, but I just want to try how good bio is for this game compared to tanks. Okay, looks like it's yeah, let's use the Hyperion defend. Stark has fallen.
Banshee airstrike ready.
Ooh, that's just already again.
Research.
Yeah, rule number 1 is Raynor again. Transform your command centers into orbitals as soon as ready. Okay, let's get a pair of engineering base because that's what we will need this game. And get supply depots. So I'm walling off this area because this is where the enemy will attack on the second wave. So the faster I wall off, the
night's
better.
almost over. We'll be safe to move out again in the daytime.
But I'm just using buildings that I will use anyway. I will build anyway. I don't want to build extra stuff like extra bunkers, extra turrets. Well, extra turrets maybe. If the enemy has air units
Allies are being attacked.
and cloak units. Okay.
We made it to the dawn. To stop the infestation, we need to destroy enough of it each
Let's send
day.
these guys
Head
back
to
to
these
mining.
coordinates to start.
Build some depots. And yeah, we're gonna use our bio to attack. So this way,
Sending you the coordinates.
I'm gonna
for
be
more structures.
effective in pushing much earlier into the game. I won't need to rely on my ally to do any of the offense.
Our allies
I
are
can
being
be
attacked.
more self-sufficient. Start clearing out the enemy early on into the game, so I won't be baggage. Well, not necessarily. I will never be baggage because even when I do have siege tanks, I'll be very useful
Our allies
and
are being
free up my
attacked.
ally to do more work at night. Look at that marauder scuttle. Okay,
I've got another sector with structures on my scanners.
getting some
Our allies
bio
are being
upgrades,
attacked.
and of course my factory doesn't need to be in that control group.
Our allies
Okay, let's
are
get my
being
allies to go
attacked.
north.
Enemies. I can still smell them.
Yeah, so if you're new,
There's still a lot of infestation left.
the best way to be good at StarCraft is to keep producing units all the time. It's called macro. So you see I'm attacking, but I'm still producing bio off of it. Yeah, see? I put all my production structures on
Enough energy.
control group 2, so it's easier
Research.
to recall that group and just spam bio right out of it. If you're using the standard hotkeys to set a control group, you just press control 2.
Detecting more structures at this location.
And to recall that group, you just hit 2 again. Okay. Nice thing about Raynor is that you can easily
Don't
rally
forget that our base will need to
all
be defended
your
at night.
new troops so that you can instantly reinforce. You can see I recall my barracks and then right click near my army so that they drop right away so that they won't be too far off. Oh, yeah, this is bad placement. It trapped my SCV.
Our allies
We'll have to rebuild that
additional
at a better place.
Just keep fighting, commanders. We'll make it through the night.
Okay.
additional supply depots.
Like the hustle. But I'd advise
it's
against
blood
it,
blocked.
commanders. It'll be easier to take out the structures
Yeah,
in the
let's
daytime.
build more depots right there. Because at some point, later on to the night, the enemy will attack
Additional
the
supply
sides.
depots required.
Okay,
Base
Let's go
is under
back.
attack. Our allies are being attacked.
and help our ally defend. And I'm not sure how many units he has. Yeah, macro seems like an easy thing to grasp, or seems like an easy thing to conceptualize, but it's actually a lot more difficult, especially if you're not practiced in StarCraft. It's easy to miss production cycles. It's easy to miss upgrades,
Being attacked.
especially if you haven't practiced that much.
You'll have to defend that barricade if it's gonna stay standing.
And the only way really to get better
Keep your
is
distance from those
to keep
kaboomers.
playing.
We call them that for a reason, you know.
Boomers. Never can get used to that name. It's so silly.
My goose is getting cooked.
Our
Okay,
allies are being
let's kill
attacked.
these. Yeah, so far, my bio is holding well. I don't even need the splash damage for siege tanks just yet.
Upgrade complete. Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, let's kill that kaboomer and get some upgrades. Because upgrades make my use better, and for Raynor in particular, upgrades are very important because the Marines have low damage and they rely on
Looks like Avon wants a
numbers.
piece of us too. Get those those defenses
So
in
each
place.
marine, when dropped initially, has 6 damage, and when you get +3, that will go up to 9 damage each shot.
Our allies are being
So that's about a 50% increase in their effectiveness, if you can imagine.
This may look bad, but it won't last much longer. Morning's almost
And you can
here.
see that I have so many marines that even if the increment is just 1 per attack, it's gonna add up. The more units I have,
our allies are being
for example, if I have 50 units, without upgrades, each volley does 300 damage.
Sunrise. That's our cue to move.
But
We
with
won't have enough
upgrades,
time
I will
today
have
if we
about
destroy
450
complete
damage.
structures
And that's ridiculous. Okay, now as you can see, the night is over, so the infested will no longer attack. That's how this
Here's some
map
more
works.
structures to burn out.
Again, look at the top right corner. We are in the day phase of the map, so we can resume our offense. Okay, let's punch in and punch these guys. Nice thing about Bio is it's so easy to push because the damage output is amazing. Basically, yeah,
allies are being attacked.
the enemy isn't even close to holding us back. We're just pushing through.
Not
We're halfway
There
there.
are a lot of
Commanders.
people who say that
Keep it up,
Raynor is
and we
weak,
can
but
still save this planet.
I mean it's easy. It's understandable to think that because most Raynor players
Sending you the coordinates
have
for
no
both
idea how to
structures.
use Raynor. Sad to say, Raynor is one of the strongest commanders in the game if you know how to use him properly. Okay, kill that. As you can see, I'm already maxed out. Despite all the aggressiveness I've been pulling off.
attacked.
So I'm doing stutter step, moving my army, and then attacking in alternate, so they can spread more of themselves. You can see there are marauders at the back who are not attacking, and that is why I'm doing stutter step, to have more of my bio move to the front and be able to attack and be in range to attack. Okay, let's use our mules.
Detecting more structures at this location.
Attacked.
Most of the infestation
Okay,
has been dealt with.
we actually
Just a little more
forgot
to go.
pair buildings there.
Another day is coming to an end.
Now let's just drop some bio. Let's drop some bio right there. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's push to this area.
Our allies are being attacked.
See the power of bio. Okay, looks like the knight will be here though, so let's pull back. Yeah, I'm starting to mine out.
Another fight. Keep them out of our base.
Okay, so
You sure you want to do that at night, commanders? The infested
the bonus will be here. Once we
The
clear
viral
this
phase
area.
out there, commanders. Kill it if you can, but you have to do it at night.
Well, that's gonna be easy because I have
Don't worry if
bio.
you can't kill the viral
Bio
phage
is
tonight.
very strong.
Sure, it'll be back tomorrow.
I mean, they're easily killable and they're not that durable, but
Nice job, commanders.
if you
Now we
macro
don't have to
properly,
worry about the viral
you
phage
can
after
always
we clear
replace
out the
them.
structures. I'm seeing the infested gather
Okay.
at one of the barricades.
Our allies are
Banshee
being attacked.
airstrike ready for deployment.
not sure my ally has any
Calling
defense.
down the Banshees.
Okay, so I'll use the Duskwings there.
Don't get too bold out there. If our base falls to the infested,
Oh.
this planet will be lost.
Yeah, I need to pull back. Keep producing army. Well, yeah, he does have top bar abilities, so that will help out in defense immensely. Some of my supply depots have fallen, though. You need to replace those. One of the things I notice about some
Don't get too
Raynors
bold out there.
is that they don't
If our
replace
base
their
falls
army.
to the
Once the
infested, this
initial
planet
army
will be
falls, they
lost.
think it's game over, but that's the point of having an economy. Your army is cheap, and
Not enough mineral.
you can easily
Detecting an enemy
replace them
hinders
when they
line.
fall. Okay,
Is under attack. Our
there's
allies
that Night Swarm will spawn 3 units for the enemy if we keep them around. So actually, you should think of killing those guys soon. Oh,
not enough
this side is
mineral.
bare.
The hustle. But I'd advise against it,
So
Commanders.
I'll need to
It'll
drop
be
more
easier to
army
take out
there.
the structures in the daytime.
At least the Hawkeye is active at night. That's something.
Our allies are being attacked.
Okay,
My banshees are incoming.
drop the Dust Queens here.
Are you kidding me? Amon wants to attack us now too? Perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna defend all 4 sides
Our
now.
allies are being attacked.
Well, 3 because the enemy has decided to open up
You sure you want to do that at
the
night,
side of my
Commanders?
my
The
side of the
infested will
entrance
be
just
here
yet.
any minute.
Damn it.
Daybreak is just around the corner. Hold the line
Okay,
until then.
we need to. Oh, never mind. Looks like the map is
That's
done.
the last of it. The planet's saved, Commanders.
Yeah,
And we
I
have
hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else to do, please leave it in a comment. We're gonna get that EXP because we completed the Brutal. And yeah, look, I quadrupled, I think, his kills and killed even more buildings. Alright, see you.